So, I'm simply going to present my script to you, and that's basically it. For now, this is my skin. It's my brand new skin that I created for scripts and all that, for videos. And I plan to keep it for my videos, so from now on you'll see it almost all the time. As you can see, it looks pretty good, with a little bacon-style skin, black jeans and a black t-shirt. Right now I'm just testing to see if everything works well, especially for lag. And look how good my skin looks. It's a small skin I made to show that I'm a hacker, and this guy is my friend. Well, not really my friend technically. He's a collaborator with me. He's my employee. And you might say he's not your employee, but yes, he is, because he's paid with real money. So he is an employee. And here we're showing his skin, which is a rabbit skin to show that he's a cheater. As you can see, that's basically it for that. Now I'm just going to show you the script. Of course, you need to have the password to be able to use it. Otherwise you won't be able to use it. As you can see, I enter the password and it works correctly. And here is the script I created. It has an aimbot, it has a bit of everything. And there will be changes for some features. As you can see, here I'm showing you the aimbot, which works with everything. And those bots with the numbers and all that simply mean different things. Here, that's the FPS. I recommend activating the first one so everything works. Then we move on to the next one, which lets you move extremely fast. You press the button and it sets the speed. And this one with the arrows is extremely useful for moving around. Wall traversal lets you shoot through walls. And here is my Discord button. When you press it, it gives you the Discord link, even though this one is expired and needs to be changed. And this one is the aimbot, as I already explained. We'll talk about the settings later. I press it here just to show you. I also forgot to explain that by pressing this, you can turn invisible using the feature. And the button is simply used to activate the settings. As you can see, I turn the sound up a bit so you can hear it. And here, as you can see, I got some kills. These kills are real players, not bots, real players. And when I get a kill, this one took a bit longer because I was distracted. And this one was because he got lucky. That guy is my accomplice who helped me test the script, because he was also using the script. But he had lag, so he had some trouble shooting, because the auto-fire wasn't working. There is also an auto-fire feature that I forgot to show, and it's very important. Someone killed me a moment later. As you can see, it's just, well, if you know. And here, I killed him thanks to my aimbot. And as you can see, sometimes, when I turn around, the view automatically locks onto the player. It's not because I'm extremely good. Look, it turns directly toward the player. It doesn't aim manually. It locks on by itself. As you can see here, you shouldn't put everything to the maximum if your PC isn't very powerful. Your PC can't handle heavy settings. You shouldn't max it out. You need a very powerful PC to run everything at max. My PC is fairly powerful, but I didn't set it to maxed to avoid lag. Since I had several things active on my PC, it was lagging. And I didn't want lag while recording the video. As you can see, the kill I got was spectacular. In terms of players, it's going well. I got about 15 kills. And here, as you can see, I jump to dodge bullets, because people like to shoot low. Since they don't have cheats, they aim at the feet. And most of the time, you die more easily when shots hit your feet, because it's easier to aim there. Before I wrote this script, I used the same technique, shooting at the feet to kill faster. And going back to my partner, my worker, my employee, you can see his PC is very buggy. That's why he only has 3 kills, while I have 32. Because I have a better PC, he didn't listen to what I said and maxed out the resolution for the weapon, which made the aimbot snap instantly to the player instead of smoothly. That lets him kill faster, but it also creates bugs, because the faster it snaps, the more it bugs. I ended up with 34 kills. Obviously, that's a lot because we have cheats, unlike a normal player, who would take much longer. Now I'll show you the speed boost. As you can see, you can go very fast, but there is a speed limit you can't go past. You should increase it slightly, around 22 or 30, something like that. I recommend 22 or 23. Higher than that causes problems. I had it at 23 and it worked, but to be safe, used to 2. As you can see, I activated several features and the aimbot stopped working. That's why you should only activate the aimbot, nothing else, because other features interfere with it and disable it, which is very inconvenient. So I lower the speed because it's too high. Even at 32 it rolls back, meaning it's still too fast. So I recommend 22 or 23, but 22 is safest. And about players, I always stayed above them, so I could shoot more easily without being seen. At that speed, every second matters. Being at the same height is extremely risky, so I stay higher. Because my aiming speed was much higher than theirs, I had a huge advantage. By the time their crosshair reached me, it was already too late. That's why I had much more advantage over them.